All right, y'all. First and foremost, give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the Son of Hamashiach, who some call Yahweh Shai, Yeshua, Yehoshua. We mostly know as Jesus Christ. Um, this is a panel of atheists. Salute to my brother Garfield. Been doing a lot of work scholastically over a decade. I've been watching the brother channel, and I've seen him. Of course, he's challenged Israelites the whole way, but he's also just challenged the Bible, period, on some things. Not just the Bible, the Quran also, and almost every religion facet. Like, he I don't think he's an atheist, but you got a brother that's under him, Octa God Killer. Salute to him, and Call. Salute to brother Call. That brother used to be an Israelite, um, but he fell from the faith, and now he's into this. Oh, is it we? Being scientific literate. Ain't nothing wrong with being scientifically literate. Um, but he's kind of fallen into this atheism, or he kind of deals with because he is. His folks are from West. I want to say his folks are from Nigeria. I want to say he's from the Yoruba tribe or something like that. He told us he came to the camp a couple times, um, and we've had some good dialogues. But anyway, I think he does have some. I think he's intact with his culture from West Africa. He kind of gleans to that more than Israelism. But this is a dialogue about them, and I had to just put this up for the record. Of all of these atheists up here having to confirm that Jesus Christ was a real person, when they spent so much time, and even Garfield being one of the first people, one of the first among their circle to bring that out, that he was, a historical figure. They gave him a lot of flack. Garfield got beat up. Okay, he got beat up. He bared his cross. He bared his cross for Jesus' name. And now though he has all of them. That's sometimes what happens with certain truths, certain doctrines, certain you're trying to show people certain things, and eventually you're gonna get flack for it. You're gonna get attacked. You're gonna be called names. You're gonna have to you know deal with all comers, man. You're gonna have to repeat yourself. You're gonna have to deal with a lot of people just trying to come at you and trying to convince you to go back. Well, wait a minute, man. You used to didn't believe. But if he's did that, if Garfield is telling you, somebody who wrote what was the book he wrote? And I need to get that book. It's something about black Israelites though. Refuting black Israelism or something. It's something like that. I don't think it's refuting black Israelism though. That's my little thing. Uh I forget, y'all. But somebody put it in the comments if y'all familiar with the brother in his book. Anyway. But for him, the energy that he's put in to debunking the Bible and debunking all of these religious, what he would consider foolishness, um, for him to have to say, "Hey, man, you know what? Nah, we just got to say that Jesus is. We got to at least say that there was someone named Jesus, and he had followers that were called Christians. We do have to admit that." For him to do that, he had to suffer a lot with himself. And so that's what people need to understand. When people are making little switches, they ain't that. And he did it, they did they were in the closet, fighting, battling before they came out into the public to give that information out. So salute to the brother. You almost there, brother. Just keep going. And keep those brothers in prayer, man. Keep all these brothers in prayer. All these brothers need prayer on this panel. It may be an Israelite there. Hold on, let me move my Yara bin Nassar may be an Israelite. So he had Israelites on and, talking and going back and forth. But sometimes maybe Israel only. Anyway, let me let this thing play and then we'll get up out of here.
But the conversation showed that the Christians are also.
And they're talking about the Billy Carson and the Christian situation. And some of some of these people raised up Billy Carson. Now, Sonetta done channeled and raised up a lot of these people, man. Had a problem with a lot of these darn pseudos that have come up and been just, you know. This man was bragging about, this man have the elevator in his house. Before Pastor Dow, you got Billy Carson. That's worth millions, man. He's worth millions. He's been on Joe Rogan, all kinds of podcasts, just spitting just foolishness. And this is someone that we all knew about, but we just kind of ignore him. Some people we just know to ignore, but the world don't know. We so familiar with, man, all this foolishness, but the world don't know that. And so sometimes, man, we just gotta stay on these jokers, man. You gotta stay on top of these jokers. We let that stuff just go on by, man, the red pills, your blue pills, and that whole black magic channel. We just let that stuff go on by, but they just steady building on up, building the masses. And they probably gonna have they all gonna end up having their Billy Carson moment. It was so detrimental. We need to call it that, man. The BCM, man, the Billy Carson moment. They'll have their BCM.
Shoot up. I want to make this point right here. So we got people in the chat talking reckless, saying, I can't believe a pseudo killer, right, believes that or understands that Jesus Christ is a historical figure, right? So I'm going to bring you to this. If you go to the.
Imagine this brother named himself the Black Atheist, and he's up here defending that Jesus Christ is a real person. You know what I'm saying, man? The Lord works. They don't even realize they miracles. They don't even realize how much they strengthen my faith.
List of pseudoscientific claims, right? Guess what pops in there? All right. Pull it up for you. I ain't going to put it on the screen. I don't want to slow the show down. But I want to make this point very, very clear. All right. I want y'all to go to list of topics characterized as pseudoscience. When you go here, I want you to pull up social science. Now watch this. It says Christ myth theories. That's on this list. It says the friend's theory that poses that the historical Jesus did not exist in any capacity whatsoever. While the divinity of Jesus is disputed, Christians and non-Christian scholars of antiquity universally agree that Jesus of Nazareth was a Galilean Jew who lived in the 1st century, was baptized, and later crucified by the Roman authorities. This is based on sources written in histories, scholars, and politicians who lived during the time of Christ. So,
Yara, salute to Yara. Yara it just came to my mind who that brother is. He is a messianic Israelite. Brother debated a lot of people. I think he debated Captain Tazariak. Very knowledgeable brother.
This is why I agree that Jesus was a historical person. What you don't hear it say.
So he run down. He went to a list of some scholastic. I don't know. I don't know where he went, but it lists all just a list of like an encyclopedia of pseudo beliefs, and one of those pseudo beliefs is if you believe that Jesus Christ is not historical, then you're pseudo. It's pseudo to believe that. We keep going.
Is that he resurrected from the dead. Now, this is where your man Wes is straight pseudo. And let me tell you why he's straight pseudo.
And I remember my brother Cedric doing all that, all that animation up there. I remember he used to tell Garfield, you can't make Jesus a historical character, because if you do that, then it gives validation to everything else. You can't do it, brother Garfield. If you do that, let me stop. But he does have a raspy voice. Salute to Cedric, man, the elder. He getting all animated up here.
Jesus was historical person. What you don't hear it say is that he resurrected from the dead. Now, this is where your man Wes is straight pseudo. And let me tell you why he's straight pseudo. He's pseudo.
He trying to say that the Christian pseudo because he believes that Christ resurrected from the dead. We're all pseudo if we believe Christ resurrected from the dead. Even though the text, whatever he was reading, said it is disputed. And I'm sure it was disputed that, Christ was whether he was a real figure or not. But you see, you have enough historical records and historians that have written about him. And so now they're just saying, well, he didn't do all the miracles they said he did. And he ain't resurrect from no dead. So anyway.
No, because.
But we'll let you have it. You at least got one step closer, man. I'm grateful for that.
Because I'm going to read this to you. Watch this. This is why he's pseudo. So although I want to let you know, Wes, he tried to live within the realm of theological truth. Okay? And I'm sure, especially on this channel, we're all familiar with what a theological truth is. But when a person tries to say that Jesus Christ rise from the dead is a fact or a scientific fact, I want to let you know that's pseudo. Okay? And so he emphatically says that there is evidence that Jesus resurrected from the dead. That's when the man went pseudo, just like Billy Carson did. So you can't move from a theological truth, right, to a scientific fact. Can't do it. He can't come on there and say that what he has to say is, if he's going to be in true fashion and true honor and honesty as he claims to be, right, he got to say it's a theological truth that Jesus resurrected, and then I don't have no problems with it. In my case right there. So you're seeing two pseudos fighting against each other. One had a high level elevated status, right? And one we just know is Billy.
I keep saying it. You can't have it two ways. The moment you render Jesus a historical character, that means he falls within the realm of real history and he falls within the realm of methodological naturalism. The conversation ends with his crucifixion. That's it. You can't have more than that.
We'll let Brother Cedric have his last word. How about that, man? A panel of atheists confirming that Jesus Christ was a historical figure. I pray this thing was edifying. Y'all be blessed. We'll see y'all on the next one. Shalom.